I'm so deeply passionate about empowering women to entertain other possibilities of how they get to live and experience their lives, to feel more deeply fulfilled, to have a greater sense of hope, and to feel more joy and ease. I find that's the commonality with a lot of women involved in this work, is they experience the contrast of feeling a way they don't want to feel, and it getting really uncomfortable to the point that there's no other option than choosing a new path or course correcting the path they're on so that it can start to feel good again. I was on such a mission to build my white picket fence. I was going to get my university, I was going to get that corporate career, I was going to prove myself as being successful based on what was imprinted on me by societal norms, not my truth. And the years went by and I found myself feeling deeply unfulfilled in the life I had created, even though at the time it seemed like I had it all, right? I had just gotten married, I had a new home, you know, checking it off the list, but in truth, I wasn't happy. I didn't really even know who I was inside, and I was also suffering in silence at the time with alcohol addiction, which was, I believe, part of my coping mechanism to deal with the fact that I was really disconnected from my truth of who I was and why I'm here. I feel like on a wide scale, so many women are getting this little tap, tap, tap on the shoulder, being like, hey, if you could say it's spirit, it's divine consciousness, it's your higher self, but it's a power, it's a force, it's something having you ask the question, could there be something more? And am I here for a greater purpose or reason than I thought, right? So it's like that. Sometimes it's first subtle, it's like tap, 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 oh, maybe there's something more. But the more we suppress it and are like, oh, get out of here, everything's fine, the stronger that tap gets. And sometimes it can be a very abrupt shake to really wake you up to why you're on this planet. She came into working with me when she was feeling everything I had been once feeling, overwhelmed. She made the white picket fence. She was making high levels of money in her corporate career in oil and gas. She was a mother of 2 beautiful children and married, but she was not happy in the life she had created. And when she came into my program, it was actually just to feel more balance, ease instead of overwhelm, deeper connection to spirit. She was starting to dabble into spirituality, kind of tiptoeing in, and it felt like a good program to help her weather the storm that she was experiencing. But what was so beautiful is along her journey, she actually tapped into her truth, that she had a passion, her own unique one, like we all do, and it actually translated to her very purpose. And in I'm going to say, within a 6-month period of time of being in that dark place, she actually got to a place where she could fully quit her corporate career, where she was making $120K a year. It wasn't, you know, peanuts or anything, to commit fully to her own heart-driven, higher purpose career path that she had no insight was even there, until she took some time to tune in and honor that tap, tap, tap that was happening. Your worth is not in your achievement. Because the lifestyle that I rushed to create was all based on achievement, 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 and it didn't end up leaving me feeling happy. But what if I stopped and was like, what am I excited to learn about? What do I like to play with? What do I like to do? And then started creating my life around that. Because that's how I ended up here in this career I have today. It was all around, what am I interested in? What do I find myself reading about and learning about till 2 a.m., right? But no regrets with how life had to be lived up to this point. It was all there for a reason, but I would definitely say your worth is not in your achievement. It feels like a true blessing to me because every day I count the number of days I've been able to show up to my life living it sober, and living my life sober affords me clarity, knowing of my purpose, feeling connected to the divine, feeling so supported in my mission. And for anyone out there watching this who's ever felt that they had an addiction to something, anything that they felt powerless to, that they couldn't get through, the feeling of freedom you experience when you're suddenly freed from those chains, whatever they might be, food addiction, sex addiction, you name it, it's priceless, and the gratitude is never ending for that. Actually being witnessed by another human being as you go through your journey. And that gave me shivers, because it can feel so isolating, like you're a lone ranger tackling life on your own and it's all on your shoulders. And having someone witness, they might not even tell you exactly the solution in that moment, but having someone be present can be so much. But then the addition of mentorship that on top of witnessing you can guide you, support you, initiate those own ahas that are coming within yourself, that's priceless. And I find with mentorship, it helps you see what you already knew. So it's not them saying, do it this way, do it my way. It's them supporting you unravel the layers that have kind of distorted things and almost brought a fog, and it helps the fog clear so that you can go back into your truth, find that authentic space, and create from there. Just in case someone is watching this and they're thinking, oh, that sounds great, but it's just not in the cards for me because it's this icky or sticky or dark or bad or hard right now, to know that contrast is always there for our highest good, to deepen our awareness of actually how we do want things to be, but we wouldn't have that deep desire for things to change if it actually didn't get that bad. So it is always a blessing in disguise, and there's something so brilliant, so beautiful on the other side of it. Women waking up to their higher potential and power is going to change humanity. So I suppose you could say that my vision would be for every woman on earth to uncover her why, her purpose. And we all have different kinds of purposes. Your purpose can be that you're the most rock star mom to your family. Or your purpose could be you're going to be the next Oprah in your own unique capacity, but waking up to that knowing I am connected to the divine, I'm here for a reason, I chose to be here, and to take necessary steps to fulfill that, the ripple effect will absolutely change the entire planet.